Hello and welcome back to my channel, and in today's process video I'm going to be making the character Arabella from the phenomenal TV show I May Destroy You, which is currently being aired on the iPlayer here in the UK, and I think it's also being shown by HBO, certainly in America, so if you've not managed to see it yet, I'd heartily recommend it. I think we're actually due to see the final 2 episodes next week, so while I'm really looking forward to those, I'm also going to be a little sad that it's over because it's not often a TV show of this quality comes around, so yeah, it's that good. But anyway, let me go and show you how I made her. And to get things started, I'm just going to wipe down my clay board just with a wet wipe here. It's always good to start with a clean slate, so to speak. And I'm going to start the piece by creating Arabella's head, as it's what I usually do actually. I like to start with the head of a piece, just so that I can get a sense of the model that I'm working on. So Arabella is of course played by the mighty Michaela Coel. And it seems a disservice actually just to say that she was played by Michaela, because it's entirely Michaela's creation really, I May Destroy You. She wrote, produced, co-directed and starred in the series, so that's quite the accolade really. She's hugely talented, so you know, that's why I wanted to create a little model of her. And if you haven't come across I May Destroy You as yet, I don't actually want to give away too much of the plots or anything at all really, because like everything, I like to go into a TV series or a film knowing as little about the content as possible really, because it's up to the storytellers to tell the stories really, and certainly in this case. What I will say however is that it does explore adult themes, so that's something to be aware of, but it's just brilliant. And also it's one of the very few TV series out there where the protagonist and main characters are all black, so you know, it's about time we started seeing more representation of black people on TV, so I hope to see a lot more shows like I May Destroy You made in the near future. So Arabella wears mainly kind of casual clothes, so this is the outfit that I'm going to go for, I think, from episode 4 I believe, and the cardigan or jacket she wears is, I'd say, somewhat iconic now, or certainly will be, because she wears it, well, I think in every episode so far, so you know, it's yeah, certainly interlinked with the identity of the show, so it felt important to include it on the model, even though I know it's going to be a tough one to create. I came across a talk that Michaela Coel did some time ago, I think it was 2 years ago now, at the Edinburgh TV Festival at the James McTaggart Lecture Hall, I think. And in that talk she discusses her life, so it's about her upbringing and her experiences at school and college, and it's really, really fascinating, and I'd recommend that you go and watch it. I'm going to link it down below, and again, it's for Michaela to tell her own story, so I don't want to tell you too much about the content, but she talks about her experiences as a black woman writing for TV, and she's brutally honest, and again there are some adult themes in there, but it's a real emotional roller coaster, I have to say. It's yeah, I've listened to it actually a few times now, it's really brilliant, so I'd yeah, suggest you go and check that out too. As always with my videos, apologies for any background noise that you hear today. My studio's on a busy road, so there's invariably lots of traffic noise it picks up, and it's raining today, or it has been, so it's adding to the background noise today, so I'll try and cut as much of that out as I can in editing. So now I'm going to work on Arabella's cardigan or jacket, and this was really quite complicated to make, I have to say. It's really difficult to work with patterns with polymer clay because, you know, I work with block colours. It's not as easy as if you were to work with, I don't know, acrylic paints or such like, where you can kind of mix colours or add colours on top of others. It's almost kind of rudimentary by comparison, so yeah. But anyway, I decided to work with the grey and the dark red colour here. And yeah, it just took a little bit of time, I have to say, but it's always worth experimenting and to challenge yourself with different things and things that you don't want to do. I was half intending to just put Arabella in a t-shirt and ignore the cardigan, but you know, that wouldn't really pick up on her aesthetic, and I wanted it to be a true reflection really of Arabella. So the jacket or cardigan is very fluffy, or it looks that way anyway, so I'm just going to go in with a toothbrush here to create some texture, because I think it will really add to the overall piece really. And I'll just stretch that out a little bit while hoping it doesn't all fall apart really. And there's quite a graphic design on the cardigan, so I'm just going to add some little black lines like so. And again, just go over those with a toothbrush to create a little bit of texture really. And again at the bottom. If you're new to my channel, I'm a polymer clay artist and illustrator, and I make weekly videos about my polymer clay sculptures, and I've some tutorials and some vlogs in the mix as well, so if you like what you see, by all means go and hit the subscribe button, and remember to hit the bell for notifications as well. So it's looking rather like a face now. So now I'm happy with the design of the cardigan. I can now make Arabella's arms. And again, I need to follow like a similar pattern really, just so it looks like it's all belongs together. It won't be an exact replica of Arabella's jackets because you know, it's just too difficult to create with colours polymer clay, so it's just going to be my own clay disarray interpretation really. Oh, just as a slight aside, I've been meaning to answer a question that I had a few weeks ago, and it's in relation to which pasta machine that I use for my polymer clay work, and it's the Michaela Atlas Wellness 150 machine, I think, if memory serves me correctly. I should have checked it really before I mentioned it on here, but I have done a review video on the pasta machine in question, so I will link to that below so you can go and check that out afterwards. But it's a really great machine. It's not the cheapest, I have to say, but it's certainly the best that I've come across. So I need to create a t-shirt for Arabella here, and the t-shirts that I'm basing it on has quite a graphic design, and there's some bold lettering on there as well. And again, it's something that I won't be able to replicate with polymer clay, so I'm just going to give a very sort of abstract design on mine, I think. I should look into decals at some point, because I know that it is possible to add, you know, logos, etc. to polymer clay sculptures, but it's just something that I've not looked into at this stage. But yeah, it's something that I should definitely do at some point. And it's also the reason why I very rarely do sports people, really, because you know they've always got sponsors, logos, etc. on there, so yeah, it should be something that I should look into at some points. So now I need to work on Arabella's hair, so this isn't quite a full graduation going on in the clay between the pink and the black, because I didn't want there to be too much of a graduation really, so there's just a very short space of grey between the two there, and I'll just start adding that to Arabella's head. And hair is always really fiddly, so it can always take a few attempts to get a look that I'm happy with, and yeah, this was certainly another case of that. But it really is starting to come together now as the Arabella character. I'm really pleased with the likeness here. As I've explained in previous videos, it's not always possible to get a likeness going on my models because of the way I make them really with coloured polymer clay. I don't have the luxury of being able to return to different elements because they've already been baked, so it's, yeah, can be a bit tough really. But I'm really happy with this one so far. So I just need to add some eyebrows and my model's ready to bake. And here she is, all done. And I'm really pleased with Arabella, and I suspect I'll be making a fan arts poster for I May Destroy You. So yeah, I'll no doubt publish it on Twitter and Instagram when it's ready, so stay tuned for that. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm always open to hear your suggestions for who you'd like to see given the clay disarray treatments at some point, so by all means leave those below, and I'll be back soon with another video, so take care, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye bye.